Have you ever found yourself in a situation where it felt like your faith was tested, like you have reached rock bottom because the situation is so dire now, and the idea of having faith just feels far-fetched, not far-fetched in a way, but so difficult because you've been there, you've been having faith, you've been trusting, you've been believing that the Lord would show up for you in a certain way, and he hasn't, or yes, or he hasn't yet. And it just feels like you have no more faith to give, and you've reached the end of yourself. I've been there. I know how it feels like. I know how it feels like to read the word and it just feels like words. It's difficult to apply in your lives. It feels like it works for other people, but not for you. I've been there. And the only thing I learned in that situation is that it's okay. Sometimes we feel like we have to show up as strong soldiers of the Lord, ready to wage war. And sometimes it just feels like I can't. Sometimes it just feels like I'm just a girl or I'm just a boy, whatever you are. And you just get there, and it's just like, it's so hard to relate, and it's so hard for people to relate with people also because they always tell you, have faith in the Lord, trust in the Lord, and it feels so difficult. I have a verse for you, and it's John 15, verse 4. It says, abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruits of itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. It's okay to feel like you reached the end of yourself. So long as you do it in the Lord, hold on to God, hold on to him, not the idea of having faith, but hold on to him, because then he will show up. Let us allow the Lord to show up. Fall down, because sometimes we don't want to. We feel like we have to be strong, and it's like, you don't have to be strong. Just go to your father. It's okay to go to your father and tell him, I cannot do this anymore. I have reached the end of myself. Help me. And let him show up as the strong and mighty God he is. And he wants to show up for us like that. But sometimes we feel like we just have to be strong warriors. We feel like we have to be, I don't know, whatever it is. And that the idea of weakness feels like it's sin. It's not. Just make sure that you stay at his feet. Remain at his feet. Abide. Let him show up. And he will. Thank you.